Hey, what's going on, guys? So the entire world is watching Johnny Depp and the Amber Turd trial, waiting to see what happens next. Will she go to the stand? Will she make herself look like an absolute fool in front of the entire world? I guess we'll see. This thing is like bigger than the OJ trial, and I find it absolutely fascinating and terrifying that people like Amber Heard even exist at all. Many people claim it's all just a big distraction, but I genuinely believe this is all very important to the collective mind and the social dynamics at play. It's like a reality show you can't stop watching, a never-ending perfect meme. There really is a deep psychological or even a spiritual level to the things occurring in all of this. I wanted to read some lines from one of my favorite books of all time, Wetico, Breaking the Curse of Evil by Paul Levy, as I feel it perfectly captures the mindset of an individual like Amber Turd. As if standing on their own head and living in an upside-down world, full-blown Weticos are unconsciously doing the very thing that they are reacting to and accusing other people of doing. You're not punched, babe. While projecting the shadow onto others, for example, they will accuse others of projecting the shadow onto them. To use an extreme but prototypical example, it's like someone screaming that you're killing me as they kill you. If their insanity is reflected back to them, they think it's the mirror that is insane, suffering from a form of psychic blindness that believes itself to be sightedness. Full-blown Weticos project out their own unconscious blindness and imagine the others, instead of themselves, are the ones who are blind. The Wetico bug fancies itself to be the healing antibody and ironically relates to the genuinely wholesome parts of the greater body politic, which are in fact the actual antibodies as cancerous tumors to be exterminated. When the disease is at a sufficiently developed stage, the very sight of goodness is the very experience that activates their desire to do evil. You're not punched, babe. Weticos subscribe to a world where true is false and facts make no difference. A world based on convoluted, flawless illogic, a logic of the nonsensical, a truly deadly logic that is counter-logic to the logos. Their flawed reasoning, Weticos will use fallacious deduction to arrive at unwarranted conclusions and will subconsciously select data which will invariably lead to chronic avoidance of the crux of the matter. Split in two, they become schizoid, disassociated from themselves, with one hand not knowing what the other is doing. Duality having seemingly established itself in the reigning logic at the core of their being. Weticos can psychopathically and thus toxically mimic the human personality perfectly if it serves their agenda. They can be convincing beyond belief, making themselves out to be normal, caring, politically correct human beings. It doesn't seem to be working anymore though for you, Amber Turd. They can endlessly talk about taking responsibility, but they will never genuinely face up to and become accountable for their actions. They are unable to genuinely mourn, being only concerned with themselves. They are unable, however, to grasp emotionally the meaning implicit in the thoughts and feelings they are exhibiting. They lack insight into how they differ from others, for they do not differ from others as they see others. They are intuitively gifted at sensing what other people want them to give, as well as being skillful at pretending love and devotion. As if they are imitating a person, impersonating themselves, their existence is a true parody of life. They can't distinguish between their mimicked, pseudo-responses of love, remorse, etc., and the genuinely felt responses of a healthy person. Full-blown Weticos are emotionally stunted as their feelings are confined to the primitive, archaic emotions of anger, frustration, numbness, and rage. You're not punched, babe. Suffering from a deep disorder of feeling in which they cannot allow themselves to consciously feel. They choose to think one way in order to avoid feeling another. They typically swing between numbness and rage. Fixed in their own limited myopic point of view, they have no capacity to see themselves as others see them. Their proclamations to the contrary, they have neither empathy nor compassion, unable to see the world through others' point of view. I strongly recommend reading this book to anybody who hasn't. Very powerful stuff for understanding the soulless NPCs of our world. Anyways, I just wanted to offer up a little something different and participate in the algorithmic wave of Johnny Depp's redemption. So thank you for listening. If you found this interesting, please like, share, subscribe, comment below, and adios.